Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video gonna be about the current market situation. This is gonna be a macro approach, okay? So we will start with a recent news about the new Trump policy. So this one is the USA visa fees. For those who don't know yet, the USA has some sort of fees. It's the visa, and when you want a visa, so basically some sort of paper to work on the USA, you need to pay a visa. Normally, who pay the visa is not the worker, but the company. So this type of paper is like a few hundreds or sometimes a small $1,000. This is normal for the companies. It's not a big fee. However, Donald Trump wants to raise the fee to $100,000. We are talking, by the way, about H1B, and that's gonna be a game changer. And why? Because, for example, if you are talking about Microsoft, Palantir, Nvidia, and that big tech companies, or even just big companies, hiring someone from the outside to work on your country, it's not a problem, because $100,000 it's okay, because that developer will produce way more than that wage. However, if we are looking to the startup ecosystem, for example, and other small companies as well, this is gonna be really hard, because a 100,000 fee is a lot for many companies that don't have enough cash flow to use. So basically, I believe this could be a problem for the USA. I know that the main concern about Donald Trump is that the foreigners are working on his country instead of the locals, and he trying to shift the whole ecosystem, the whole working environment. If this happens, it might slow down the startups ecosystem. This is not what I believe it's good for a country, because a country needs some sort of impulse, some sort of incentives to continue going up. However, he is also an economist, a businessman, so I believe that he has a mindset of trying to suffer a bit before the end goal. That's probably have locals working. So this might shift the focus from, for example, USA to Dubai, Canada, Europe, or other countries. The second point is about Europe. We are currently looking at a really harsh macro environment. We have geopolitical tension, okay, because we have, for example, the war between Russia and Ukraine, and Europe and America as well are also trying to avoid it. We're trying to support Ukraine. However, we saw in the last days Russian drones flying above above Polonia, and that's not what we want to see. And what I'm really interested is why our NATO defense systems didn't destroy the drones. Maybe we don't have enough power to do it, I don't know yet, but that's a concern, of course. Also, I will show you this. This is one of the reasons why currently we are looking to gold breaking all-time highs after all-time highs. Investors are really concerned with the current market situation, and they are trying to protect capital. Remember that even if you are making money on dollars, you might not be gaining value, because gold is here to protect capital, not to make you capital, okay? What I mean with this is, for example, if you are looking at SHAO USD, it's basically future, you probably are watching gold going up, but you are looking at the DXY going down. So it's like one go up, the other one go down, so it's like a balance factor. Okay, by the way, as you can see, the volatility index, the VIX, is currently really low. So this means that investors are afraid and not looking for risk assets, for example the SPX or even the crypto environment. For example, we saw a flush, but that's really strange because we also saw Nasdaq going to all-time highs. By the way, this is really interesting. There are some type of theories that tells that the crypto pays attention to the lunar, basically to the new moon, the bloody moon, etc. And we saw the new moon and we saw also the flush. So the prophecy was correct. Other important aspect, crypto is normally one of the first type of assets to bottom. So we are probably seeing crypto going down, and if it's bottom, we will see probably stocks and other assets going down after it. This will mean that crypto might go a little bit more down, but after it will stop while the rest of the markets continue going down, and after it's the best opportunity to buy crypto. For example, myself is looking to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and etc. and ride it through October to the end of December. So other important thing is the USA economy. We are watching a stronger economy than what we expect. There is an indicator called ISM. The ISM is currently on 52 on the non-manufacturing and on 48 on the manufacturing. The ISM is a sort of indicator that when you are above 50, it's really good, the economy is expanding, and when you are below 50 points, the economy is contracting. So if you are looking at manufacturing on 48, it's almost reaching the point that economy shift to expansion, and really important indicator. Also, we are watching the weak dollar. This is really good for active risk assets. We saw Fed a bit caution and hawkish. Okay, he told that inflation was a bit sticky, and that's not really good at all. But he's also worried with the labor market, and that means that he needs to cut rates. That's why he cut rates. We might see another interest rate cuts in the next months. However, Fed told that they are not trying to be fast at it because they want to make sure that inflation doesn't go up. We also saw Trump talking on the ONU, and he told America first, as always, right? And he was making a critique to ONU. Why? Because he told that ONU is just pure corruption. They are stealing money. They aren't doing anything, and they are probably weak and just trying to look at climate change, etc. and not what I mean. Also, he told that NATO should destroy the Russian airplanes and drones. Well guys, this is everything. I'm really happy that you watched to the end of the video. I hope you ensured protect your capital. Also, this is my LinkedIn. You can see what I post. It's more a sort of explanations, and yeah, take a look through my posts. If you want, just DM me. I'm happy to help you, and yeah, see you in the next video, guys.